Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a reaction to the Winter ASMR video posted this morning from Hogwarts Legacy. It is the fourth installment of their ASMR series, and probably last since they've now completed all 4 seasons. And yeah, just thought I would take a look at the ASMR together and maybe do a little brief run through of what we're seeing in the video and what we can maybe theorize about what's to come in the game from anything that's shown. So hope you all enjoy this little brief breakdown of it, and with that, let's get into the video. All right, here we go. Got my blanket, scarf, sweater, it's about to get chilly. Marauders map blanket, by the way. Just got it for over the holidays, for Christmas. Thought I'd bring it into the video to help keep me warm. I love how peaceful it just sounds. All the ASMRs. It's a vibe. It's interesting the texture of the snow that's falling. Like, it's not just like just white dots coming across your screen. Like, the snow even has texture to it. And I know that's probably just like an Unreal Engine 4 kind of thing brought in, but they probably designed the snowflakes individually like a couple of times to provide some variation with it, but just enough that you get the sense of realism with it. See, we also got a little puzzle down there in the distance. You can see it in the background there. Even some of these stones look like they might have some markings on them. Could just be the roughness and the texture to them, but this large mountainside kind of area gives me vibes from like Game of Thrones, where they're walking in the place where they found the first Night Watch, I guess. That's what just the vibes of those mountains give me. Nice little tree section too. I love the fact that all the trees have like this crispness of the frost morning hitting the trees. I live up in Canada. We see those out our window every morning. When it's winter. When it's winter, of course. Obviously not summer. Just so picturesque. Is that also like some mushrooms growing along that little tree? Wonder how many collectibles we can see in these ASMR videos. Like mushrooms, plant life, whatnot. Well, this looks phenomenal. That's such a cool design. A little like slanted rock coming out of the water with plant life on it. The art direction in this game, damn. Got a little bit of like overarching hill above us too here with the tree to our left. Oh, we got a little like man-made barrier platform that we can stand on here on the right. But yeah, like it's almost like we're in like a cave entrance with the huge rock on the right side there. And also noting in the background there, we can see some like probably little hamlets of some sort, as they call them, from the showcase too. Overall though, lighting, top notch. Even if we don't have ray tracing, I'm still fine with this. If they can bake the lighting nicely, it's worth it. Oh, one of those torch things along the barricades of these bridges that we've seen also in, I think, the first showcase, when we go across that bridge, and James from Expect to Go, give him a sub if you haven't yet. He's awesome. He pointed out like it's from the, I think it was from the spring ASMR that they had them shown off as well, and in the showcase they were guided to go past those because it might be a puzzle. So not saying that these ones will probably be puzzles, but more so they're probably just lighting, especially because they line up. Holy smokes, those go up all the Mountainside with those stairs. That's wicked. Wait. Wait, are we by the castle? Well, did not call that. Did not call that. I totally was oblivious to the fact that we were probably by the castle with the lake there. I just thought it was a normal lake, like, because I'm assuming there's going to be, like, a bunch of different lakes we can go explore. Like, smaller lakes, probably. Maybe the larger one, I'm not sure. But, wow, yeah. So then, so the greenhouses, I think, are right there to the right. And then the staircase, maybe that was going down to, like, the boathouse? No, I don't think so. I think it goes down further, doesn't it? Not sure about the directionality on that. I'd have to get Wife Wants a Wizard here. I like the vibe of this, though, ASMR. It's just excellent lighting going throughout. Castle in the distance. So this is like on the other side of the lake, then. It seems. Have a nice little platform to overlook the castle. Whew. A lot of screenshots are going to be taken there of the castle from afar. Oh. Even like the landscape itself is just covered in snow, so the changing of the seasons changes up a lot about the landscape. Like here we got the little bits of snow on the rocks. The pathway has snow on it. I wonder if there's gonna be like a footprint system, where as you're walking you leave footprints behind you that they don't have to last forever, but like they slowly fade out over time as well. But that would be a neat little touch. It doesn't totally unnecessary touch, but a neat little touch that some games are implementing, like your trails as you go through snow. So I wonder, like, even not even paths, but like going through snow, trudging through the snow in the game, if it'll leave a little trail. Doesn't need to be major, but something like that would be cool. Again, not necessary, but still. What's up this random stool just sitting there? That's sus. That's something to interact with, guaranteed. Why would they just put a random stool there? Yeah, I love the little torch lights, like the lanterns, and the torches guiding along the path so that you can see all the paths at night. Like, if they can make sure that, like, nothing's too much in terms of pop-in distance, view distance, render distance-wise and sorts, that would just look amazing to look at this at night and you see the path winding ahead of you. I know most games implement that too, yeah, but if they can nail that render distance, like currently right now, this is looking phenomenal in terms of render distance with the trees in the far distance, but this is, like, I'm assuming it's on a PS5 dev kit as they've done for all of the showcases. So it shouldn't be too far off what you'd expect on a PS5 and an Xbox Series X and PC for that matter. Ooh, it's getting chill. Nice. Little owl hoots in the background. Yeah, look at that. The snow falling right in front of the lighting. That's a good bit of realism added. Otherwise, like, without the lighting, it's really tough to make out the snow falling. That's really realistic. For those of you who do not have access to snowfall during winter, yeah, it's beauty. I mean, the same could be said for, like, rain in front of lights and such. If you see that, it's like it disappears and then comes back in front of the light and it disappears. But I don't have to explain weather systems. What are these? They kind of look like the flying boars. Is that like the, I think that's the entrance to Hogwarts? One of the entrances. It's the gates. Like, that's known in the books and movies and such. Not so much the movies, I don't think, but the books, yeah. This game is also gonna look a lot better compared to some of even the ASMR videos and the showcases as well, because YouTube, Twitch, whatever, always has compression behind them, even if you're watching it in 4K like I am right now. It's always going to have compression. So coming through on my end, and then I'm going to reformat this and upload it and edit it together and upload it to YouTube for you to watch right now. There's going to be compression introduced. So these dark scenes and stuff, yeah, they might look a little bit more, well, to me it looks plenty fine right now, so I'm not sure what the upload will look like, but it always will add some like compression artifacts and such. But when you're playing it on natively on the console or on the PC and whatnot, that's full visual fidelity that they have access to. I mean, as much as the graphics horsepower can push out, but at least you don't have the compression that you'd get with streaming. That looks toasty. Love the fireplaces in all of the common rooms. This one, not sure where it is. I think this is just on like one of the halls, the hallways and sorts. Could be even the library? I mean, there's a snake right there, but there's also the eagle. Oh. Never mind. I now know where we are. This is the Great Hall. Clearly identified by the big stained glass window there, the floating candles, the tables filled with food. Oh, even the bokeh behind the candles in the foreground being out of focus. That's beautiful. Bokeh is like when you blur using a focal length, different focal lengths applies blur, but anyways. Wow. Yeah, look at that right in front of the camera. Excellent camera work, whoever was doing this. Is it Andrew? I don't know. Oh, and then the clouds above with the enchanted ceiling. So peaceful. You can honestly just like probably leave the game open in some of these sections. Just on in the background. Wow. This is a vibe. I'm also just I love the fact that this is empty and so quiet in here that you can like hear all the little crackles of the fire, but I'm also interested in seeing what it'll sound like and look like when the place is just filled with the students and such. And like I hope that it's not just going to be on the story, the cutscenes, that it'll be filled like that. I hope there's maybe like instances depending on like the time of day in game where you can come into the Great Hall and it'll be packed filled with other students chitter chattering away, you know. Some person's little hut, the glowing of the windows with the light coming out of it. Is that like a half door? I think that's like a half door to their hut. And a little peek entrance to see who is it? Who is it? So like just the oddity of these little huts. Like you got your clothes hanging on the side there, the fence, not just a straight cut fence. It's nice and rickety here and there. Look at the chimney is crooked with the way they built it. It's not even like dilapidated. It's just the way they built it, like in an odd fashion. Adds to the authenticity of the world. Everything's unique and interesting to look at. Again, you might not even be able to make it out on the recording, but like in the background there, you have the mountains in the distance, just showing the scope of what you're seeing in front of you, the 3D space that's present here. Little light flicker in the background of the tree there. Could be a star, probably not, depending on the based on the mountain's presence there. Probably just a torchlight, and so it's similar to the lantern on the left. Yeah. What does that say? in this little building. F something something Croft? I'm not sure. I mean, it looks like a little, like, warming hut to stay waiting for, like, a carriage or something. Are those lights moving? Or no, we're just moving on the left there. Yeah, no, the camera's just panning. I thought those were lights around like a boat or something. That'd be cool. A little boat with a lantern on it going by. Dogweed and is it Deathcap? Yeah, it's a store in the Hogsmeade. Dogweed and Deathcap. What is that store again? Let me know down in the comments what you know about that store. I want to hear all about it. I know it's a shop in Hogsmeade. That's as far as I know, but I forget. I cannot think of it what it would sell. But look at just the design of it. The whole building itself. It's got like a little bridge overlooking it, or just like an lookout area to it. I wonder if, like, within the shops, how extensive you can walk around in them, or if it's just going to be a small little area that you're able to traverse through, or can you go up to the top, like in a couple of the rooms, the bedrooms that they have in them. Like, it's probably, you know, they're not allowed to be in there, but oh yeah, it's like a little hut top at the top there for the place. Like, look at the lanterns. There's all uniqueness to the lanterns too. Like we saw similar ones to the ones on the right there in the previous ASMR clips on this video. But then this lantern is unique in the fact that it doesn't really have like the frosted glass. It just has a flame lit right in the center. I love that. The more different variety of assets you can bring into a game adds just to the overall feel to the game. Like, it doesn't feel duplicated throughout. That they're using the same lantern, the same thing here and there. I want at least, like, you know, 2 or 3 different kinds. Same with, like, trees. Big example, Pokemon games with trees. They added, like, 1 tree version in Arceus, I'm pretty sure. And people went nuts. No, in Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield, yeah. They went nuts because they're like, really? 1 tree asset? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, you just need some variety to make it authentic feeling. And they are doing it in this game. Just so magical. Wasn't this called a late afternoon though? It's very dark. I love it. I love it. It's like a very cloudy day and such. I'm pretty sure it's called a late afternoon. Could be mistaken. A late winter afternoon, yeah. Just be like, well, I mean, no, you know, that does make sense. Okay, late afternoon puts you maybe like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Like 5 p.m. I'd say more into the evening in terms of times. So cutting it around 4 p.m., considering we're in Scotland for this, which is around the same hemisphere that I'm at, it gets dark where I'm at about like 4 o'clock. So this does make sense. Oh, look at the moon in the background. That's beautiful. With the clouds rolling in front of it. Yeah, I'm seriously loving the fact that the snow only is lit when it has the contrast of the light behind it. So right now you can see it with contrast of the moon behind it and then the lantern behind it. But everywhere else it's invisible. That's beautiful. Especially also with the windows themselves of Hogwarts Castle and even the buildings too, surrounding in the hamlets, is that the light looks realistic because you don't just have glowing orange windows all around the castle. It's not always going to be the case. So as we can see at the tower there on the left, in the center, is the left window is lit because it probably has a lantern in front of it, but the right window is very dim, but you can still make it out. But it's dim because there's probably not lanterns near it. So what an ASMR. That was our final bit of what we got for all the seasons of Hogwarts Legacy. I'm really, really hyped for this game. I know I'm overhyping myself probably for it, but to me, from what I've seen, it is a Game of the Year candidate, that's for sure. It comes out on the 6th for me at 11 p.m. I might do a stream at the 11 p.m. mark just to play it, because I don't think I'll be able to sleep knowing it's available to play. So I'll probably play it on stream for maybe like 2 or 3 hours. But otherwise, yeah, I'm going to be doing it the entire day, the next day on the 7th. Play through the story. I don't know how lost I'm going to get within everything that there is in the world. I might try to like stick to the story to play through it initially, and then I'm already knowing that I'm doing multiple playthroughs, so I'm gonna probably stick to the story, do a couple of side quests here and there to level up to make sure I'm at an adequate level to beat the missions. Also gonna include I'm playing it on the PS5, so I'm 100% including the Haunted Hogsmeade quest within that, and then I'll probably do a second playthrough maybe as a different character design. I'm probably gonna do all 4, to be honest, houses to play through it. Different ways to go about each playthrough. I might change it up, so I might be an evil Hufflepuff, hashtag Poppy rules the world, and then I might be a good Slytherin to change that up. I don't know. First playthrough, I'm going to do it just as is, with the HUD as it is, and then maybe another playthrough I might do an immersive mode where I turn off all the things. I might just do that maybe for a mission or two once I get the hang of the game, though, during the first playthrough. We'll see about that. I think playing this game in immersive mode as much as possible with all the HUD elements turned off will be awesome. So definitely looking forward to playing this in the coming weeks. Excited about this ASMR, that we finally have our look at what the winter looks like in Hogwarts, but this is more closer to the ground. You can see all the details of everything, like I was saying, the snow on the rocks and the pathways. Excellent ASMR. Excellent job putting together all 4 seasons Hogwarts Legacy. Beautiful, top notch, and hope you all enjoyed the video as well. Yeah, feel free to drop a like on the like button down below and subscribe if you haven't already. As I said, we'll be covering this game when it drops. So with that, we'll see you on the next one.